Spyro the Dragon is rated E for everyone 10 and up by the ESRB. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. Spark is excited to see everyone again. It's been nearly 2 years since I last turned on this game. I don't think that's entirely accurate, and I'll explain why. Primarily, I got really tied up with school, and I didn't find a really good opportunity to call back the Xbox One to record this. But apparently,
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure.
I had done a 5th episode of this game before. And I don't remember recording a 5th episode. Which is the weirdest thing. Like, how can you forget an entire episode? Anyways, so to summarize, since there was apparently this missing 5th episode, I have a file that has a completed Magic Crafters, Wizard's Peak, and High Cliffs. I think those are the levels. Completed, but when you complete a stage in Spyro, you can't go back and just recollect all the missing gems and all those other items again. So I actually had to, last night, replay the Artisan Worlds and the Peacekeeper Worlds all over again. Because I didn't finish them. Well, I did finish them, but I had to replay them so that I can replay this part for recordings. And oh my gosh, guys, I was so annoyed, so angry.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Someone's high and mighty. Based on the way he was swinging around his magic staff. Knock out all the wizards. We are the wizards. Defeat the wizards. Particularly these geomancers. Geomancers are the worst. Unless you can get by them real quick. So I think there are 4 types of wizards that we'll be encountering. We have geomancers. These sorts of, I'm gonna call them sages because these metal wizards don't really use their magic. They just swing their scepters as if they have magic, but they don't cast any spells. And then there's actually a couple more wizards that we'll encounter not here, but within the worlds. There's a blue wizard that casts lightning spells, I believe. Got him! So he would be a... What kind of wizard would that be? One who controls the weather, maybe? No, because there's another wizard that controls the winds. So, I don't think Weather Wizard is entirely correct. The idea of hitting this Geomancer is to actually utilize the Supercharge, a new technique we're learning here. And this supercharge ramp is actually going to be useful, itchy nose, for other mechanics here and later on in the
When
game.
you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Go ahead, try it.
I love the wizards of the magic crafters, or the dragons of magic crafters, because they're like wizard dragons. So I guess you can't defeat all the wizards. But you can definitely defeat most of them. So since we've knocked out this guy, let's take a peek. We do have Crystal Flight here, which is even less hidden than Night Flight was all the way back at Peacekeepers. I might talk a few things in like present tense or past tense, just because of how long it's been.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
Oh, Spyro, you know you should listen to your elders. So here's the lightning wizards. They are green wizards with the ability to shoot. Oh, never mind. What did the blue wizards do? That blue wizards are summoners. That's right. I remember now. So blue wizards summon beasts. The green wizards do weather control. So maybe green wizards are meteorologists. You don't know. That might be something that they're passionate about too. We're almost done with all of the wizards here in Magic Crafters. Okay. All the wizards. Oh no. Okay. So let's go back up one more time. I have this heavy box here. Okay. So let's head back up. High caves. Now we just have to navigate our way. Ow. You have to be very precise sometimes with the secrets of the levels. Like the supercharge, you have to turn. There we go. So with the supercharge, you're able to charge through metal objects, something that they've told us for the past 2 levels that was impossible to do. But it's impossible to charge through regular metal. Or regular charge through metal, I should say. We still have these key boxes. We've got all of the pieces. We also got all of the dragon eggs here. So if we go look at this, we have 2 dragon eggs, we have 3 dragons, and we got 300 gems. So now let's move on to our first of 2 stages this episode, Alpine Ridge. Alpine Ridge is one of those really tall sky levels. Obviously you're not in the sky, but it's like you're gonna be in an aerial area. Also, since the last time we played, I've changed my setup a little bit. So for those who are watching this in a complete series, episode 1 to the end, they're going to have a major piece. However, way up above in the upper space where our bar things are, I will still bring down a little box for my notes on additional things and facts, because who doesn't love having a little bit of post-commentary work? I started this whole program based on learning how to do post-production work, including these little snippets where I would stop and say, oh yeah, this is actually the story of this. Or to even give myself a little sass for being wrong about stuff. Maybe these sage wizards are not beast makers because they don't make the yellow beasts, but they command them. I'm trying to remember what they're called. Beast something. Beast keepers. No, that doesn't seem right.
Oh, Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
So this dragon is referring to the yellow beasts, which we've already defeated several of them making our way over here. So as you can see up there, we have a sort of loop. We're gonna start getting into worlds where you actually can't loop back. I believe the first stage that started this concept was ice caves. But now we have Alpine Ridge, which does this. So that was the yellow or blue wizard I had mentioned. I should have been paying more attention to the spell he was casting against the Geomancer. Here, let's... Ice. So they are ice wizards. The mortal enemy of an ice wizard is obviously fire, so just blast them with flames and you'll be good. Let's collect some more of these gems. And it looks like we're in a rather tough spot here. Hit all the Geomancers who are panicking because a dragon has just come up upon them. Collect that gem, and I think I can make it. Yes. So be careful of these big yellow beasts. They're like the dogs of the artisan world. They belly flop, and because they're a bit bigger than your average dog, they don't do more damage, but they might be a bit harder to hit. We just have to wait for this Geomancer to lower the wall, and we can make it in. Next we have this Beast Keeper. I'm going to refer to them as Beast Keepers until I can remember the actual term for it. Beast Tamer? No, that doesn't sound right either. It's a bit more accurate. Blast that Geomancer. Geomancers are probably the easiest of the wizards because they don't fight back. Eldred.
Thank you for
Ooh, an
releasing
alchemist.
me.
Magic is one of my favorite things in all of fiction. I do so much writing for the concept of magic that I don't call myself an expert, but I can identify certain aspects to be able to describe it a bit better. As I had issues determining The term for the metal wizards. The metal covered wizards. They're not metal wizards. They ain't no toff. Give yourselves a thumbs up if you understand that reference. More Geomancer. Okay. Let's see if I can't get this to... Okay. Wakey wakey. These beasts are kind of creepy. Because they'll only roar. Excuse me? As one of them belly flops. In the original, I've never seen them actually succeed in attacking or anything. They only just roar. You could be standing right in front of them. They must have changed the programming. If I remember correctly, Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy was built from the ground up. It's not like Crash, which took the previous game's geometry and just painted over it. It actually built everything.
Great work, Spyro! If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter's world.
Talking all polite to me. Encouraging me. Let's go for the hole. Kelvin.
Remember that these blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the Magic Crafter's world as well.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
So that is referring to going back to previous worlds if you haven't got all the dragon eggs up to this point, to make sure that you do get all the dragon eggs. Or at least get enough to leave Magic Crafters. I think you need 7 eggs in order to leave the Magic Crafter world. Which means that they want you to either have all the eggs up to this point and then some from the world. Now that we have all the gems from within these halls, let's chase after this thief. You do want to still try to cut corners in order to catch up to the thief. Fortunately, when he drops down, he kind of loses speed. So use that to your advantage as well. I know that I can usually get him on the second lap, so the fact that we're on lap 3 is a bit concerning. Got him! Okay. Make sure I know the right button for flame, because now we're going to flame these firework boxes. And I think... Did I actually miss some treasure somewhere? I must have missed a 10 box. Either 2 5s or a 10. Down in the pit. No. Underground. No. Not underground. Is there an enemy I missed? I guess I could cut ahead to where it is. So either you'll continue watching me play, or you'll be cut to the point where we find our missing gem. Oh my goodness, guys. I missed the first gem from the wizard. Didn't even need to cut it. Fortunately, we can just exit levels. Just like this. Also, what you'll notice up top is my death counter. It is not reset, even though it's been 2.5 years. So, it is counting only the deaths from on-screen-ish, whatever it is, from this time. From playing through the game, not the deaths caused from me trying to get back up to this point. So, we got through High Caves. Now we want to get to, or Alpine Ridge. Now we're at High Caves. Okay, so Wizard's Peak, which is one of the other levels later on, is going to be next episode. I do sometimes forget what the levels are that we deal with. So I do apologize. I do have all the stages put out onto my documents, my production book, that helps me keep everything organized, which is something that I learned to do through school. Wow, Spyro really is flying high. Okay, so I guess I should explain why we're not going into the cave first, and I'm pretty sure you saw it. There are these giant tarantula bugs. They are made out of metal, and they are too big to charge, so we are unable to defeat. Okay, so they're just geomancers, these wind wizards. By the way, these are the wind wizards I was talking about earlier, so I guess geomancy and aeromancy are the two spell types that they can cast. I'm gonna wait for the next tornado to fly by. One more tornado. I don't really want to lose Spark. I'm hearing the hippy hoppity of sheep. Siren.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
So what that dragon is most likely a medium, because he has kind of a ghost flame. Land on the platform before burning the geomancers. Also, I just realized, I think I said hold on. High Caves, burn the hidden painting. So, this is the painting. I think. It looks like a painting. Yes, it is. So don't forget to burn that painting. Let's circle around. Circle around. Anyways, I was saying just moments ago that I think I referred to the Geomancer's magic for geomancy as geometry.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
So what he is referring to is how to defeat the super bugs. Which is get the supercharge. And I missed one. Well, technically I missed two, but at least I got rid of the one bug that was on this room. So their caves block are guarded by them, so you can't exactly get all the gems without defeating them. In addition, they also will have gems. Now, Yeah, I need to get to the far side. There we go. We're gonna try it again. Get that one. And got that one. Perfect. Now, obviously, we just went down these caves and bashed into a bunch of them. However, there is still more to this cave. Now that we get a good look around, you'll see that there's this stairwell, and coming this way, you can't supercharge this way. So you have to be very cautious about what you're doing. Don't worry about any dropped gems. You're just trying to get to the Geomancer so that you can get to the golden prize. Which I believe this fairy, I don't know her name, Zoe, is a fairy that comes up later on. She is from another world, and that's when she joins the Spyro official tag group of misfits. Anyways, that's all that's inside these caves. We've now melted all the super bugs and charged into the rest. Now, the flame does not last forever, so you do have to plan where you're going. And also, you can't take the super flame all the way down to the bottom of the caves, even if you tried charging that way. Now, we're going to charge, turn, and well, I missed, but we are lucky in that the high caves have this sort of transportation system back to the top of the supercharge hill. Which is useful because I wanted to get in here. Now you can probably hear the na-na-na-na-na. We want to just jump and glide to the second cave, which turns out to have a thief in it. Once again, we're going to take our first lap slow so that we can collect the gems and kind of get a bearing of what it is this area looks like. He makes a full lap around. Turn. Ooh. Just keep charging. Got him. And because we don't actually have to worry about falling only in this inner field area, let's go to the next area, which is this cave here. Now you can probably hear a dragon. That is because the dragon is in the next cave area we're gonna fly to. Or charge to, I guess. Right over here. Now you technically don't need to just make sure that I get all the gems.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high cave.
So this is a scholar dragon, probably based on a wizard, or the scholar type of wizard. So you don't have to supercharge to get to this cave. From the room with the secret painting, you could just jump over to get into the tunnel. Now what he wants us to do is this. That's what he was referring to when jumping and gliding. And then we have these. And now we have this dragon egg. I believe the best way to get this dragon egg thief is to fire, jump, and flame. I think there are... like that. I do see the sheep. Okay. Now, where are the last gems? Not in here, not on top. Did I actually miss them within the caves? I guess it is possible. Not in this room. Up above, there was a lot going on here. No. Oh, you know what? I know where they are. This way. Might not be all of them, but at least it's a few. You can get onto this platform from the top of the mountain. Right up there. And that's 100% complete. And that is also 3 levels. So thank you guys so much for joining me today on the Resurgent Reignited series. That is Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. In the next episode, we're going to continue our path. We're going to hit Wizard Peaks, then the Crystal Flight, and then take on the boss, Wendyberg? I can't remember the name of the boss. Blowhard. We're going to defeat the boss known as Blowhard. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.